Well, guys, here it is on Sunday, and I don't know what happened, but I had a rough Friday and Saturday. I'm in the garage. For some reason, I had a problem with the battery here. I came out here the other day when I heard we were going to get, 12 feet of snow. Yeah, this great storm that was coming. Now, I'm sure some of them got the storm, but I think we ended up with about 5-6 inches, which was good in a way because I didn't have to worry about the power as much. And on the other side of the coin, it kind of helped me out here because this damn generator again. Now, I put that new battery box in on the side with that oversized battery, that motorcycle battery, that I figured would take vibrations and heat and everything that it needed to take. Everything seemed to work. I put it in the shed, the Genset shed. But I really don't remember how long ago I did it, and I'm positive it was in the summer months. So I went out to start it, let it run for a few minutes, and it was completely dead. The battery was showing like 3.6 volts. So I disconnected it and dragged the whole thing in here, pulled the battery out to find out that it was empty. Now where the hell did all that go? Because it's not leaking anywhere. And that had all fresh acid in it. I remember, I put it in there. So, what happened? Is it the shed is getting too hot in the summer months and the liquid's all evaporated? I don't know. So anyway, I filled the battery again, put it on a 2-amp charge, got it back up to 12.8 actually, and it's been holding there now since Thursday. So I'm going to attempt putting this all back into the shed again, but I'd like to figure out the problem prior. Why did I have these problems? And I went to jump start it with those, I put thought into this thing in case that was to happen again. So I put these banana plugs on here. They go directly to the battery, so I wouldn't have to, disconnect the case, and it goes directly to the starter as well. And I went to jump it with a set of jumpers that I have permanently installed in the shed, coming into here with number 10 gauge, negative positives. And it wouldn't jump, it wouldn't start. What the hell is wrong? So I gotta figure this all out one more time before I actually put it back in there. But luckily we didn't have the storm that everybody expected. We haven't lost any power. I do have a backup generator. It doesn't run the whole house, but it will run a few things, the TV, the radio. It'll run the blower on the furnace, so we've got heat if we need it. If we turn certain things off, we can turn certain things on. We cannot run the freezer and the furnace and the refrigerator all at the same time. So we kind of skip between those things on plugging and unplugging when we use the other one. When this one's in the house, it runs the whole house, so we don't have to worry about it. So anyway, that's that. But with that being said, I got a call from a friend of mine who's a police officer and told me he had a couple of friends that he wanted to get certified, and if I can do it on a Friday afternoon. Now, normally I don't do, afternoon classes unless I've got a group worth doing, but because he is a friend of mine and I've known him for a long time, I said, yeah, not a problem. So while doing that group of two, a husband and wife, which was okay, we started there around 1 o'clock or so, and we were done by 9, so it worked out okay. But during that time, I got a phone call from him telling me that he had 6 more for Saturday morning. Now here I am still at the range Friday night at 9 o'clock, knowing that I am not going to get home after cleaning up the range and finishing up my paperwork and doing everything that I have to do. I wouldn't be getting home until close to 11 o'clock p.m. So I know that I'm going to feel like shit in the morning, because once I get home, I still have to have something to eat. I have to unwind. And then I got to be back up again at 6:30 in the morning. So at that point, I got home and did what I had to do. And I actually left all the guns in the van, and I pulled the van into the garage here and locked up the alarm on the van and the garage, so I didn't have to worry about it. Normally I pull my guns in after every class. I do not leave any weapons, as anybody should, and I'm sure nobody does, weapons unattended. As I was getting ready to finish up yesterday, a couple of members came in, because I was at the club, came in to use the range, which was plenty of room, and they had a guest with them who had not had a permit, and said he has 2 or 3 other people that want to get a permit as well as himself, as soon as possible, and as long as I was there, can I give them their class? Well, this is going to run until about 4:30, 5 o'clock. We're on schedule. I'm not pushing. I tell everybody at the end of the class, we will stay as long as it takes for you to be comfortable. So let's not look at the clock, But everybody was doing well. Everybody was hitting center mass. Everybody was giving me, believe it or not, a nice little 4-ring at 25 feet. I call it a 4-ring because it's the target I use has a 4-inch ring on it. And at that point, I said, well, I guess so, which was going to put me well past 1 o'clock in the morning. So he calls up his friends. They come rolling in about 6, which was just about time that I was finishing up the paperwork and the other guys were getting ready to leave. They come rolling in. Luckily, they bought a box of Joe with them from Dunkin' Donuts, which I don't care for Dunkin' Donuts, but at that point, I would drink cow piss if I had to. And they did bring in some donuts, so here we go, yeah, Doc, I'm going to lose a few pounds. So needless to say, I got home this morning, and I am beat, but now I got to clean these guns. Now, I did take a nap. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. The wife went out and did some shopping, kind of left me alone, so the house was quiet, and I got about 4 or 5 hours sleep. So now I'm going to come out here, finish this Genset, get these guns soaking, get them cleaned up, and I still have to figure out why that Glock is acting up. I believe I did a video on it that I had a problem with it. I thought I corrected the problem. However, as soon as I started actually feeding it, and not just racking it manually, it started acting up again almost every round, every other round. So I've got to really look into that to find out what's going on. Well, guys, I'll catch you later. I got to put this battery on charge.